I thought something really out there would be interesting, just to freak people's heads out. We come and do some experimental jazz tune with D-REAM and featuring Chesney Knox.
And I said, listen, that guy mixes better than us. I'll eat my hat. And then I heard the mixes come in, and then I was like texting them going, I'm now looking for an edible hat. Phil, wow, you should do this for a living.
I know. I'm still waiting for the paycheck.
Don't we?
Aren't we all?
Welcome to Phil Wilson Chats with Celebrities. And here's your host, Phil Wilson.
3 top 10 hits, 6 top 40 singles, plus 2 top 5 albums, including a platinum certified debut album. D-REAM conquered the 90s with anthems being enjoyed right up to today. But now things can only get better as Peter Cunnah and Mackenzie shoot us with their brand new album, Do It Anyway, which is a brilliant roulette of tunes with lots of flavours, and new single, Do It Anyway. And Peter and Al join us now to tell us all about it. Did you like that intro?
Brilliant.
Phil, wow, you should do this for a living.
I know. I'm still waiting for the paycheck.
Don't we?
Aren't we all?
Exactly.
It's remarkable. You know, we got I'm nearly 60 and we got this record deal, and you know, Alan's only just turning 50 there. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get younger each year.
He's like Benjamin Button. He's going the other direction.
Yes.
Well, I'm 2 years off 50.
There you go. Well,
There
look
you
at
go,
you,
Sam,
you
catching
baby.
And anyway, I'm 6 years off, Phil. 7 years off 50. Just the wrong side of it.
Just the wrong. I like it. I love it. Now, when I last spoke to you both, Things Can Only Get Better had been remixed by UK house Uber producer Mark Knight, and a remix of You're the Best Thing followed, and you were about to release the best of D-REAM. How was the album received, and did you gain any new fans and followers?
I think his label did it. We just did our thing, didn't we? Because it's all old stuff, really. We did the interviews, but you know, we'll be honest. We were working on a new album, so we were more thinking about that. So I think it went down quite well, though. The label seemed quite happy, but we just did what we had to do.
I think what it is, they've seen that we're quite happy to. I gave them everything I had on that. I really like the idea that they're custodians of what we've done. Yeah. And they saw that we were quite happy to put the time in to help them move, you know, shift or get the best of out there. And then when it came to listening to our new album, the last 2 albums we've done, they've been very nice about it, but they didn't get involved. In this one, they really liked it. And we were pleasantly surprised because they said, look, we're gonna sign this. And they had an argument with me because when we finished the album, they said our mix wasn't very good. And I said, well, what are you talking about? Our mix is fine. And he said, no, we want to get this guy Massey to mix it. And I was going, you're going to spend a fortune on this fella, and I think our stuff's perfectly good. They said, with all due respect, Pete, it's not world class, is it? And I was so insulted. And I said, listen, that guy mixes better than us. I'll eat my hat. And then I heard the mixes come in, and then I was like texting them going, I'm now looking for an edible hat.
That's right. You were looking for the salt and pepper there.
I immediately reached for the
a pint of stout there.
The ketchup, yeah. So I was looking for a straw hat to eat because he made it sound so good, and you just realised that there is like people specialists out there. And then once he'd mastered it, that became another thing altogether. And then there's the radio mix of Do It Anyway, which came in. I thought, I was like kicking myself. Why didn't we think of doing that? But it's great, you know. They're getting involved. They got behind it. And New State are sort of being absorbed into Chrysalis, And in the meantime, they're kind of cutting their teeth with a new relationship over us. And I'm not going to complain because they're putting some serious marketing muscle into getting behind us. Say again, Al.
For you, Peter, that's quite a strange thing. You're not complaining, so that's great.
But did I say I'm not complaining?
All happy with the record company.
I was shocked when you said that.
I admit nothing. I deny everything.
First.
I admit nothing. I'll deny everything.
Perfect.
It's great. It's great though. Al, that Chrysalis are, have signed you there because they are really a label that has never disappeared. And sometimes they are quite quiet, but it seems that they know what they're doing. Because they've been around that long and got back to the Blondie days even.
Well, the thing about Chrysalis is it's great because like the Specials are one of my favourite bands of all time. So it kind of much as we're not really label mate. Well, we are label mates. We're not. It does feels great being by say Blondie, it's about Waterboys. They've got some great acts on there.
Sinead O'Connor.
And it's quite nice to be linked to them. I think so anyway. It feels nice to be linked to that on that same label. Yes, we won't be doing a Chrysalis tour with them all, but you never know. Maybe we will.
Well, maybe with Go West and Chesney Hawks.
Chesney,
we get on. We were going to do a track with Chesney. It's still.
I'm still casting him. Well, we're told we sort of made a joke about it. We do so many gigs. So, I mean, we got on really well with Chesney.
Chezaz, yeah.
And
he's great.
And he's a good lad. And we said we'd do it. So we have, every time we see each other, we've got to do that chat. And he's like, yeah. But obviously everyone's busy. And I don't know what else we'd be doing. But I thought something really out there would be interesting. Just to freak people's heads out. We come and do some experimental jazz tune with D-REAM and featuring Chesney.
I think we need
excellent.
An anthem, Alan. We need an anthem.
Anthems are us. You like anthems, don't you?
I'm partial to a bit of antheming.
Yes.
Oh, I love the anthems myself as well. I do really. And of course, you'll have to get Chesney there with his guitar there. I mean, he has promised me next time I chat to him that he's going to bring his guitar on and do a bit of sing-song. But I hope he's going to waive the copyright in the PRS.
You need to make sure you get your name on there. It's called the Bracket Racket, yeah?
So, we'll get it on the Bracket Racket.
And the Bracket Racket, that's the one.
Definitely, yes. Yeah. I didn't want to do like a request show because then it means I'm definitely in trouble. So there you go then. But yes, we're coming soon to D-REAM, Chesney Hawks, maybe appearing there on a great anthem from D-REAM. Excellent stuff.
Peter spoken.
Peter Smokin, excellent. So it's going to be a real deal. Now, in 2024, D-REAM were invited to play at Glastonbury. What was the experience like? And I believe a previous member joined you on the stage to a great audience reaction, which I actually saw. Not in person, though. What was the experience like for both of you there, Peter and Al?
Go on, Al.
Oh, do you want me to go for it? I know you go.
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. I'll go. It was brilliant. There you go. That was great. It's great to see Brian again. I hadn't seen him for a wee while. Well, we'd seen him in Derry at one of his talks, but having a day with him and getting him on stage and then rehearsing and everything, it was really good. And he was great. In fact, he probably remembered the key of things better than we did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
It's quite disconcerting.
E flat, he said. I wouldn't know these things. And I knew there was an E involved somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yes. But that's excellent. That
he was very, very good actually, and he really wanted to do it, and he dropped everything to come and play with us, and it was good fun seeing him, and he really enjoyed himself as well, which is great. But obviously, it's got to be an experience for everyone to enjoy because it's quite Glastonbury is actually quite stressful because it's such a big gig, and it's a big old place, and it's.
The Glade was about 10,000, 12,000 people.
I think about 6,000. The Glade.
It felt massive.
It went all the way back, didn't it?
The sense of anticipation was before we went on, the place was half full, and as we were coming on, there was just a swell of people who'd obviously come from elsewhere on the site. And by the time we finished Funk You Up, and I just said, ladies and gentlemen, he needs no introduction. He's more famous than we'll ever be, Mr. Brian Cox. And I was like that just hit us on the face. Like, whoa. I just felt this wave, like a tsunami of like good vibes come onto the stage.
Yeah.
And he came on and he was beaming, from ear to ear, which we both were. We were all in on the joke. And because you remember, like, Steve Bray used it when Rishi was resigning, so it went from being a political song
Yeah.
to a protest song in
Yeah.
seconds flat, and then so there we were doing this, and oh, what a moment! You know, I wouldn't swap it for the world. It was brilliant.
We kept it quite quiet as well until really the last minute, which again, for Pete keeping things quiet, he says, you say ourselves, it's very difficult, but we did
Very
it
difficult.
the day before. And then I think words sort of must have spread around a bit that it was going to happen, because it just suddenly, it was all the way back, all the way all past the whole thing. People were there. So
Yeah.
it was quite, I think word had got around that he was coming on, and everyone, I don't know why, it seemed to capture people's imagination. They wanted to see it. So it was great.
Yeah, a great phenomenon to have everyone back on stage there. Really, really good. And I mean, when we previously spoke, I did like do a little quip saying, "Do you think Brian will be coming on stage soon, or would you do any collaborations?" And then I just couldn't believe it. I thought, "Hey, my goodness, who's been looking in the crystal ball there?"
You predicted that one. Well, the thing, I mean, he's so busy saving the planet. In fact,
Yes.
he might not be saving the planet. I did want to have a word with him, because if he pressed that Hadron Collider, maybe he shifted us into an alternative universe.
That's
But how would
right.
we know?
Exactly.
Yeah, we were actually in it. We wouldn't know. But the thing is, yeah, he kind of. I think it's just the bigger gigs he'll make himself, free for. But loved
Yeah.
working with Brian. It was great fun, and yeah, maybe if we get to Pyramid Stage, we'll do it all. We'll do it again. We'll do
We'll
it
do it
anyway.
again. Yeah, we'll
it all
look forward to that. We'll look forward to that, definitely. And was he back on form, Brian, when he was on the stage there? Was he like, was he right
Yeah.
into it there? You know?
Yeah. He led into it. I mean, it's right up his. The thing was, when we met him, he was our tour manager,
Yes.
and so he was driving the van and setting up the gear and dealing with the promoters when we were just starting to, build up in clubland. So we were doing 2 or 3 gigs a night. But the problem was, because he's a scientist, he has no common sense whatsoever. So he could make a cup of tea, but that was about the height of it, right? But when it
Right.
came to like getting to a roundabout, we used to say, pick a number Brian's driving. It could have been exit 2, exit 4. So eventually it just got to the point where, like, look, he's really good on keyboards. He looks great.
Yeah.
Why don't we get him in to the band and get
Yeah.
ourselves a dedicated driver? And this is before
Yeah.
we had sat-nav and all the rest of it. And the rest is
Yeah.
history. He joined us for about 3 years. Yeah.
Wow. So you could have been on a magical mystery tour, Al.
Well, I know, exactly. Well, I think it's only fair that he came on stage with us, because we did make his career for him, didn't we, really?
Exactly. That's right. Yes, that's right. Yes,
He
the
owes us that
professor
at
there.
least.
That's right. You still have to get some kind of honor as well. He's the professor.
Yeah.
What are you going to be?
I think the thing is he learned to explain very, very complicated ideas to stupid people like me on the tour coach. So we have to take that bit of credit. That's where he got his idea from, to do what Carl Sagan does, bringing science to the masses.
Exactly. I absolutely love it. I love it. Now, you've been very busy penning and recording some great music for your album, Do It Anyway. Please, can you tell us how the album was put together? And that goes to Al.
Okay, you tell me to.
Go ahead, Al.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
3 years. Well, basically, after the last album, Open Hearts, Open Minds, we were still writing. Pete's got stuff, always got embryos of songs all over the place. And we were just, I don't know, I think the last time we almost told ourselves we might not do another one in our heads, but then that's just rubbish, because then we just probably wrote more songs than ever after that. So,
Right.
and it was just a thing to do. We were enjoying it, and we were coming up with good stuff, and we did probably wrote more songs than we've done in a long time, because there was lots about floating around, wasn't it? There was loads of songs floating about, and to the point we were talking about doing a triple album, which is insane, obviously.
Wow.
But it was possible. We had over 40 songs. So.
Yeah, sanity prevailed, and it's a double album. That's only 12 songs, but we've got some in the back burner, and we just kept writing. We were enjoying what we were doing, and we were like, the songs. I think as we got older, I think our quality sort of gets better. I think it feels it anyway. It feels that way. I don't know, subject matters and everything. We just seem to come up with new ideas, and I don't know. I love what we're doing. I love this new album, so it's great. And I listen to it, it's more complete than all the other ones. So who knows? So the next one's going to be even better. Might even have a hit with it.
Wow, I mean, I'll tell you something that there's lots of different flavors and tempos on the album. Did you decide on doing something a bit different this time?
We're always pushing ourselves creatively, but there's an element of just we kind of take the kernel of an idea and get it, let it sort of lead us. Sometimes we push, and then it takes us different directions. And if you're doing something like "Pain Never Hurt Me Like Love Did," it just suits really the kind of the beats from Soul to Soul, or uh, "You Tell Me to My Face" had that kind of Air Moon Safari vibe, so or Portishead vibe. So we stayed with
Yeah,
that. And I'm not ashamed of just rather than sample people, just sort of be influenced by or make a nod in that direction, and that becomes the sort of basis of it. So it has its roots in house, dance, but then there's out and out sexiness like Funk You Up is just like I had a song called Jump Wide or something, and Alan went, no, that's rubbish, but I like this
right.
bit.
Yeah,
And so he ended up just singing to me something that was a bit more George Michael, and that took us off in a direction. And in fact,
yeah,
that leads me to the single "Do It Anyway," because that was initially a backing track I'd done a long time ago, a pitch for Kylie Minogue, which was
right.
called Night Vision. And I never played him
Wow.
the song; I just played him the intro, and he just came up with smoke-filled rooms and warehouse parties, and that took us off in that direction. And that's
Because the
become.
single, sorry,
Yeah, go
because
ahead.
what I was going to say was the album I featured as the album of the week just on Saturday there because it was hot off the press. You Do It Anyway album, and I played Do It Anyway, Let Our Love Shine On, Real Love, True Love, and then Nobody's Child is the final track from
Okay.
your new album, and they're all different. Is this why a roulette table is on the front of your album, as you can see there? Product placement there. Thank you very much for that. With your signatures on. Thank you.
It's part of the lyric on Do It Anyway. There's a lyric in there which says, it's Russian roulette, obviously, is the thing, but
Yeah.
we came up with the idea of because look, we were all at it back in the day, not really caring which the song's about, just not really
Yeah.
thinking about things. And we used the Russian as in rushing roulette.
Yeah,
We used,
yeah.
so it's that sort of play on words, and that's what that's about. So the bullet from the bullet chamber and inside stuff, it's all linked to that song. So it's just that Pete came up with the concept of the album cover. Well, that stuff. It says he wanted to use from those lyrics. So I'm working with the label. We came to how it looks and got us looking gorgeous on the front, obviously, and the back. And
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, we'll have to show that to our viewers again. There, people on the radio. There, I'm holding up a copy of D-REAM's brand new CD there, and also available on vinyl, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. Now, which songs are you most proud of on the album, or all of them?
Well, obviously all of them, but personally, the closest thing I've ever come to best thing I think is Pedestal. It's intensely
Right.
personal, and Alan and I have done a great job on it. It's got an enigmatic kind of almost European sort of whimsy of romance about it. And I am an incurable romantic at heart. I know
Yeah.
Alan puts on a very bleak exterior and a hard man, but he's not. He's a big teddy bear, really. And so
Love
when
it.
we're doing this stuff, we indulge that sort of romantic side as well. And I'm not afraid of that. I think that's part of being a rounded human being.
I'm a big fan of Tell Me to My Face, Famous for Nothing. I go through a little stage where other tracks I'm like, I really like this one now. And I like that you go through bits and different moods take you to different tracks. But
Yes.
those two I always go back to. The Geek Who Rules the World, I really love as well. Do It Anyway. Yeah, I mean, look, as I say, you have your moments and it's just like, that's nice. But yeah, Famous for Nothing I really like, and Tell Me to My Face. Lots of live instruments on Tell Me to My Face. I love the 80s feel. It's got that mix of 80s, but with the air as a Portishead type. It's also got that sort of Alexander O'Neill sort of feel to it, mixed with that. And I
Yes.
like that combination. There's something about it just works for me. Making that long intro, which I wasn't sure about at first, but I absolutely love now. So, it's a nice musical journey. And the whole album, as you say, moves all different. And I like that. I don't like being stuck in one thing. It makes it more interesting, I think.
Yes, it certainly does. It certainly does. And it sounds great. And it was, of course, recorded at Pete's studio in Donegal, where you've got lots of different backing vocalists on there, so I hear.
We recorded them in Manchester, didn't we? Ella and Lisa and TJ, of course.
Right.
Right.
Al and I'd done a lot of our backing vocals here when the clock's not ticking, but then it was apparent to us if we wanted to open up the sound a bit, we needed to get other voices involved. So
Yeah.
we went to Blueprint Studios in Manchester, which was it's Elbow's go-to place. The guy Paul Heaton,
Right.
he comes out of there as well. He works from there. And it's a beautiful old shoe factory that's been turned into a massive soundstage they use for the pre-production, but they have a beautiful desk in there. And Tim, the engineer, was really, really quick on the case. And we managed to get, I know, several musicians in over the course of a day or two, didn't we, Al?
Yeah, we've got piano, live piano, grand piano done there as well.
Yeah. And
gee.
it makes a big difference just to having sounds that are, in the box, as it were. And everything that's done in, with all due respect, everything that a manufacturer can do, it still isn't any substitute for a real person at a great, great performance at a great instrument with a great performer is going to be infinitely better than, me trying to program it in MIDI and tidy it up. It's not the same.
No. But it does sound great on the album. And you had Lisa Maurice on there, didn't you?
Yeah, she's a friend of our percussion player. Her and Ella B sort of team up to each other, quite different voices, but they gel well together. And we chucked TG on top, and we had that nice full D-REAM sound that we like.
That's right. Yes, and Lisa Maurice, she did a cover of the Wham song, didn't she? If you're gonna do it right. Yes, you did. Yes. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, I thought I'd bring that one out of the archives there. That's it. Great. Now, I've loved the reveal videos, Al, of the vinyl copy. What was that your idea? And I'm waiting. I'm greedy, mind. I'm asking if there's possible for one for Phil Wilson's vinyl revival.
Of course, yeah. We can do whatever you like to. And that was just a silly idea. I had my records here in the test press. I thought, look, get some t-shirts out. Just put it on.
It was great.
We're new to TikTok, Pete and I, and we're just trying to make it work as best.
It's baffling how detailed, and it's like learning a whole new language. I go on there every time and I click on something and I find myself in someone's live broadcast and I can't get out of there. And they're going, "Hello, Pete," and I'm going, "Jesus, what am I doing here?"
How many times did we record that thing on Saturday and it just disappeared?
It just disappeared. We did 3 different posts and we couldn't find it.
Pair of old buffoons.
Just old farts using technology, just like really not our bag at all.
Well, I absolutely loved them, Al, and of course I spotted that you had like a record puck weight, so I bought one myself, and you can actually tell the difference.
Oh, it does work. It does give the
definitely
bass,
works.
That's what it's for, to give that bass clarity. Yeah, they do work.
Well, Pete and Al, it's been great having you on the show. Would you like to come on the show again, or have I frightened you away?
Absolutely, but not 5 years away, please.
Okie dokie, we'll try our best. All the best, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks, Phil. God bless.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
very much, mate.